Little stroll through historic Cambridge Common. We're going to meet with our friend Tom Crowley. Hey Tom.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good. So my friend, tell us a little bit about what you do at Edward Jones here in Harvard Square.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm a financial advisor. So to boil it down with simplest structure, I help people plan for retirement with dignity. I help them come up with a plan to put their kids through college, hopefully pay a little bit less in their taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Why I came to Edward Jones, I used to work for another company that did something similar, but here I can say no to people. That may sound strange, and I know it does, but the reason for that is I can help people come up with an initial allocation for their money, where it should be, the tax structure. That's great. That's the first part, but the critical part is down the road at some point I will need to say no to you. You may want to invest in something that's just off the wall, you don't understand it. If I can help you avoid that 1 or 2 mistakes, I think I'd argue that that's way more important than the initial part. So that's why I really enjoy what I'm doing now, and it also gives me a chance. I've been successful with Edward Jones, so I have the time now to give back to the community, and I really enjoy doing that, and it helps me also. So by giving back to the community and being part of the Harvard Square Business Association, I can get a feel for what's going on in the square and all the vibrant lifestyle that is happening. The square is so alive that when somebody either moves to the area or moves away from the area, I can give them updates and tell them, you have to go to this place, you have to see this person. There's so many different types of stores and businesses here. I think it's critical that we keep that the free flowing of ideas and different types of businesses.
Well, you've been a great community partner, Tom. I know that when we do our Earth Day celebrations and our cleanups of Harvard Square, you get out and you help us pick up the trash and clean the trash barrels and early in the morning, and you've been power washing, and you've been just a terrific community partner, and we really appreciate that. So when people come to you, very briefly, because I know this is a complicated subject, what do you typically do first?
So at first I listen. That is the first part. That is the critical activity I think to do. I was fortunate I had good training. I had 2 older sisters growing up, so I had to be very tactical with when I spoke, and I had to make sure that my words carried. So I think just listening and having someone explain their financial situation, their personal situation. I have conversations with people that they don't have with their spouses. They may not be comfortable talking about certain things. So I think that's really neat. And by doing that and just listening for the first, well, hopefully for all the appointments, generally doing most of the listening, actively listening, then I can come up with a strategy for them that really resonates with them. Because as important as having a solid financial plan, it also needs to be presented in a way that is palpable
and easily understood, right?
Absolutely,
yeah. Because it's complicated.
Absolutely.
With all the tax law and things changing constantly, it seems. I can imagine that it's not easy to get across to the layperson who just is planning for retirement or maybe their children's education.
Absolutely. And my father, Communication Workers Union growing up, he likes to say that I'm a keeper of an ancient language, and if this was simple to do, then I would be out of a job. So I guess it's good job security, but I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been fortunate in this job. I think I've found a very good role, and I look forward to being in this square and helping out as much as I can going forward.
Tom, your address is?
It's 1692 Mass Ave, so right next to Temple Bar.
Okay, so just outside of the square?
Yes.
Yeah, and best way for people to reach you?
So they can go to the website, it's edwardjones.com, and it'll automatically bring you to my website if you're in the Cambridge area, or you can just type in Tom Crowley or put in Cambridge, and it'll pop up.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Tom. I really appreciate this, and I also just really appreciate all that you've done in terms of just rolling up your sleeves, not only on the financial end, but really helping us keep the square looking beautiful, and so appreciate all the help that you've given us at the Business Association.
Oh, well, thank you. I look forward to helping out in the future.
Excellent. Bye.
Thank you.